you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me, it doesn't scare me. Okay. You've got a mask on your face like trying to hide your identity, it doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me, you can try and arrest me or anything like that.
This episode is brought to you by the Gwen Auditor. Be sure to check out the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Gwen Auditor is outside a government and BBC building, calmly filming when members of staff rush out accusing him of trespassing, despite there being absolutely no signage to support that claim. But when the police arrive, the situation quickly escalates. The officer doesn't arrive to keep the peace. She arrives with a confrontational attitude, barking orders, making false assertions, and demonstrating exactly how flawed modern policing can become. This is a clear clash between ego and the law.
It's a footpath that is public. This is not. This is private.
Why does it say it's private?
It's private property.
Where does it say it's private?
The landlord owns the land.
Who's the landowner?
I don't want to get into an argument with you. I would just like you to leave sight if that's possible.
Who is the landlord? No, I'm not going to leave, no.
You're not going to leave?
No, I'm going to wander around.
Anyway, because it's private property and we don't allow you to be filming here.
I just wanted to find out a bit about the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, to be honest.
They're not here.
Well, funny how there's a sign in there that says Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority.
So why are you coming investigating the Gangmasters? What reasons do you have for that?
Because I find it interesting.
You find it interesting?
Yeah.
So I've called the police. I'm not going to get into an argument.
Which law do you think I'm breaking?
It's private property.
What law is that then?
And you're not allowed to take videos and photos of the building. It's not acceptable in the business that we're in.
Well, you can, yeah, of course you can. It's a government building.
It's not acceptable.
It's a government building.
Yeah, I know, but we've got procedures in place and people have to get permission to take photos. You've not asked for permission.
Well, surely it's public. If it's a government building, it's owned by the public.
Yeah, I know it's a government building, but still classed as private property. The land is owned by somebody else.
The staff member is confusing ownership with public access rights. Yes, a government site may technically be owned by a department or public agency, but that does not make it private property in the legal sense. If members of the public can freely access the area without barriers or signs restricting entry, then it is a publicly accessible space, and filming there is entirely lawful. The claim that permission is required to film is simply incorrect. There is no UK law preventing someone from recording a government building from a place where they are lawfully entitled to be. If they genuinely do not want people filming, they should restrict access rather than inventing rules on the spot.
See, I know you're filming and stuff. I just want to know what it's about, because obviously this is a government building.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's a government building.
Yeah, but why are you filming it?
I didn't know I needed a reason. Why are you filming me?
Because I'm speaking with you and you're a suspect in an incident where you're filming a government building.
Suspect? That would imply that I've committed a criminal offence.
Listen to me a minute, okay? You're zooming in on people's IDs. I can tell you're one of those bloggers. That's absolutely fine, okay? But you can't be zooming in on people's IDs when this is a government building.
Who says?
It's the law, mate.
What law?
We don't play this game where...
Could you identify yourself, please?
Okay, PC 1191 Mercedes, as you can see by my badge.
What station are you based out of?
I'm based at Byron House Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we filming? I don't really get what we're
It's a government building.
Yep.
I pay for it. I can film it.
Okay, so why are you getting mouthy then? Because the thing is that you've been getting mouthy with them.
They were getting mouthy with me. I was perfectly polite till they started giving me attitude.
Yeah, because they're asking why you're filming them when this is a government building and asking for their IDs. It's suspicious.
From the moment this officer arrives, it is immediately clear that she is not there to de-escalate the situation. She is there to dominate it. Her tone and language reject an obsession with control, barking, "Listen to me," laughing mockingly as she says, "You're one of them bloggers," and repeatedly calling Gwen mate. It is unprofessional, condescending, and immediately creates an atmosphere of conflict. She also fails to identify herself until Gwen specifically asks, despite officers being trained to do so at the earliest opportunity. Rather than assessing the situation fairly, she labels Gwen as suspicious simply because he is filming a government building and asking members of staff for identification. Both actions are entirely lawful. Filming from a public place is protected under UK law, and requesting identification from individuals representing government institutions is a legitimate form of public accountability, not suspicious behavior.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not going to give any details.
Okay, you need to give me your details.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have. Because
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I think you need to get your facts straight there.
No, okay, you listen to me now. You've been getting mouthy with these
people.
No,
I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been harassing them.
I haven't harassed anyone. They approached me.
You have. Okay.
That's lies.
He's filming, so we've asked him
Yeah.
if he wouldn't film it on private property.
Yeah, of course.
We've been very reasonable with him, and the attitude that he has with you, he's had with us too.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What was the reason?
There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing.
He said he's interested in the gang system and the abuse of authority. He's just basically. I don't agree with the word that he's saying.
Alright then.
Okay.
So we would like him removed. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, of course you can. Is there
In a public place.
threatening what you said at the minute?
No, it's not been threatening, but obviously he's not corresponding with us. Passed him lots of video. I've given us the reasons, which are valid reasons why he's become argumentative, and really I'd just like him to be removed on site.
This section perfectly illustrates how misinformation spreads when people do not understand the law. The staff member tells the officer that Gwen has been argumentative and filming on private property, but neither allegation stands up to scrutiny. There is no restricted access, no clear signage, and no legal barrier preventing him from recording. What makes the situation even worse is that Gwen had already explained exactly why he was there. He stated that he was filming for the Gangmasters and Labor Abuse Authority, a legitimate government agency responsible for investigating labor exploitation and modern slavery. The GLA exists to protect vulnerable workers and hold exploitive employers accountable. Documenting a government-connected location is therefore neither random nor suspicious. It is purposeful and serves the public interest.
Why two vehicles on blue lights for somebody not breaking the law?
Because I was told that you were being quite abusive to staff and you were filming a government building.
Well, obviously
so
someone's
in our
lied to you
control
then, haven't they?
system, it's grade 1, which means that we travel on blue lights and sirens.
Okay.
And it's 2 vehicles because we're in a car each, so it's actually only 2 officers.
Okay.
So do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
You know, you were a bit hostile with me to start off with, demanding my details, so I'm not going to give you any information now, thank you.
Okay. Are you, so I'm going to need you to leave the premises.
Well, under what law?
Pardon?
Under
it's
what
called
law?
Under Section 35 Act, okay? So it's a dispersal order, and I need you to leave this area, okay? Because the people don't want here. You've been causing trouble. You've been shouting at them.
I haven't been causing any trouble.
Yes, you
You're
have.
lying
Okay,
now.
stop being argumentative with me.
Stop giving me attitude, no.
No, you've given me attitude from the start, which is on my camera and yours as well.
Demanding my details and things like that straight off the bat.
You need to move your stuff. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not taking anything. I'm walking with you.
Fine.
This was a complete misuse of Section 35. That power is intended for situations where a person's behavior is likely to cause harassment, alarm, distress, or contribute to crime or disorder. Gwen was doing none of those things. He was calmly filming on publicly accessible land. Recording government property from a public place is lawful, protected under Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, and supported by NPCC photography guidance. Nothing about his conduct met the legal threshold required to justify a dispersal order. What the officer actually did was distort the law to suit her own feelings. She used Section 35 as a tool to silence someone whom both she and the staff found inconvenient. Saying, "People don't want you here," is not a lawful justification. It is an emotional one.
Okay, don't worry. Yeah, I've got him on my camera as well. It's just silly.
I've got you all on camera. No, it's not silly. That's your thoughts. I'd rather you keep them to yourself, to be honest. You're a public employee.
What's around here then? Is this your like full-time job then, plug-in?
I do all sorts.
What, plug-in buildings?
So we're on the public. Can you put the bag down now? We're on the public pavement.
So I don't want you round that private property anymore, okay? If you are caught there again, I will come back and you can be arrested for it, okay? Do you understand that? I'm giving you a warning for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with you.
Okay, can you tell me which act and which section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35 of what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay. You don't
You've got a mask
intimidate
on your
me.
face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and anything like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave now, okay?
This moment demonstrates just how unfit this officer was to manage the situation. When Gwen calmly asks, "Section 35 of what?" she immediately snaps back, "It doesn't matter what. This is the end of it." That is not confidence. It is a complete disregard for accountability. Any officer exercising police powers must clearly state the legislation they are relying upon. It is a basic procedural requirement. Her refusal to do so strongly suggested that she was not acting on solid legal grounds at all. She was improvising. Then she somehow made the situation even worse by accusing Gwen of attempting to intimidate her simply because he was wearing a mask. That claim is absurd. Wearing a mask is entirely lawful, and was clearly intended to protect his privacy, not to threaten anyone. Twisting that into intimidation demonstrates that she was not assessing the facts objectively. Once again, she was reacting emotionally rather than professionally.
And if I catch you on this premises again, okay, it's going to be taken further. You don't need that. You can get on with your day. You can go film some other buildings, okay? Get on with your vlogging business. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one building that you can't film. Go and film another one.
I'll film what I like them in public.
But that's a private property that you've been on.
Yeah, it's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972.
Okay, well done.
However, the bit that you were on was part of private land. So you just weren't allowed on that bit. Okay?
Well, it's not government property, is it?
Huh?
Is it not government property?
That bit is government property.
Well, it's public
However,
property, isn't it?
no, it did not in this instance, just because of whatever goes on in there, and I've already had word in it. All right. So just because it's a government building doesn't necessarily mean it's always accessible to the public.
Well,
Okay.
I didn't see any signs or anything, Constable.
I
I
appreciate that, and whatever it might have been, we've just tried to sort it out as the lowest level that we possibly can. Okay,
No problem.
Which is why we've just asked you just to move away from the building and just not.
See, that's
just
fine.
not
If
film
your
from
colleague
here,
had
all
asked
right?
as politely as you are
That's what I
right
did
now.
in the first
No, you
place.
didn't. You give me attitude. You give me lip. You're acting stupid.
I'm not
So
interested in either side now. As long as it's all resolved and we just move on peacefully and quietly. All right.
That's fine.
You happy with that? Lovely.
yeah, see, you've been perfectly quiet. Thank you for
But
that.
what I will say is that my colleague is dead right. We've given you the warning for it. If you come back, you can be arrested for breach of 35 notice.
Which act is that? Sorry,
It's part of the Public Order Act.
Public Order Act.
I'll
Yeah.
read it out for
Yeah,
you.
that's
If that
fine.
makes you feel better, I'll read it out.
So it's literally just that.
So antisocial behaviour crime and police act 2014.
Do you suspect that I have been committing antisocial behaviour? Because there is a Home Office document that is called the.
Mate, listen, I don't
to find
care
in the
about
measure.
the Home
Well, you
Office
should care. You should care.
No, I should-
yes,
no,
you
'cause
should
you're just
care.
going on- it's
I think you need to get
completely
retrained. You do. I'm going to
No,
make a
I
complaint.
think that
Yes,
you
I
need to
am.
move
I'm
away
making
from the area.
no. I'm making a complaint about you. Professional standards.
That's okay, you can do that.
I'm making a professional standards complaint about you. Yep. Here we go. They'll have that as
got
well.
the details?
Yep. Yep. Thank you.
Alright, we're done then. See you
Okay.
later.
Bye bye.
This section is the final nail in the coffin for the officer's conduct. While Gwen calmly attempts to explain his position, even referring to a Home Office document, she interrupts a mid-sentence, saying, "Mate, I don't care about it." That is pure arrogance. She is dismissing official guidance issued by the very department responsible for overseeing the powers she exercises. Talking over him, mocking him, and refusing to listen demonstrates just how little respect she has for the public. When Gwen tells her that he intends to submit a complaint to professional standards, it is the only reasonable course of action left. Sadly, as he later confirmed in his own comment, the complaint led nowhere. He received nothing more than an automated response from Nottinghamshire Police with no meaningful follow-up. That speaks volumes. The system designed to hold officers accountable to often appears to shield them instead. When an officer can behave in this manner, disregard policy, mock a member of the public, and walk away without consequence, it is not merely the failure of one individual. It is a failure of the system that protects her. From the very beginning, the officer treated Gwen not as a citizen with legal rights, but as a problem to be controlled. Her attitude, arrogance, and refusal to listen transformed what should have been a calm and lawful interaction into unnecessary conflict entirely of her own making. The real irony is that Gwen remained calm, factual, and respectful throughout the encounter. He understood the legislation, recognized the limits of police powers, and that clearly appeared to frustrate her. The more composed and reasonable he became, the more unreasonable her behavior appeared. When her colleague eventually stepped in, it immediately demonstrated how differently the situation could have unfolded had she shown even a small amount of emotional control and respect for the public she has sworn to serve. It highlighted just how fine the line can be between professional policing and a blatant abuse of authority. And honestly, if she displayed that same attitude in almost any other profession, she would likely be dismissed immediately. Imagine a doctor speaking to a patient in that manner, or a teacher addressing a parent with that level of contempt. It simply would not be tolerated. Yet within policing, conduct like this is too often brushed aside with an automated response and no meaningful accountability. That is the problem in a nutshell. Until officers like her face genuine consequences for disrespecting the people they are meant to serve, these encounters will continue, and auditors like Gwen will remain among the few individuals consistently holding them to account. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support genuinely helps me continue providing independent coverage. Also, be sure to check out the Gwen Auditor. You'll find his channel linked in the description below. So go and show him some support. Thanks for watching.